Hi there, in this video I will walk you through a real Amazon double calendar trade and how I managed it step by step through a rapidly changing volatility and gamma environment. My name is Gery and I'm the chief options expert at TanukiTrade. The original idea behind the trade was to capture a range-bound move around key GEX levels while implied volatility was rising into earnings. I expected a controlled range-bound price action between the core resistance and the put support levels using a ratio-based double calendar designed for positive theta and balanced exposure. However, the market did not behave as expected. Instead of sideways movement, price broke down sharply, and on the final days of the position, it moved against me. Despite this, through the active adjustments such as scaling out rolling strikes, reducing delta, and adapting to negative gamma conditions, the trade was still closed in a profit. This video focuses on real position management, how reaction zones like high volatility level and core resistance should not be treated as hard walls, and how structured adjustments can turn an adverse scenario into a controlled outcome. So let's get to it. In this video, I would like to show you a new trade that I have just opened on my live trader account. Let's look at the price of Amazon on a daily chart. What we can see here is that we are in a positive GEX territory, positive GEX profile. We are above the HVL line, and right now the market is crossing the 250 core resistance. Actually, this was a previous core resistance because when the previous attempt to rise was crossed the 240, it almost went to 250, which coincides with an 8.8 Merrimat level. So right now what I'm trading for is kind of a range-bound move like this way. I'm expecting Amazon to try another rise to 250, which is the next core resistance. But I also would like to kind of hedge the downside. That's why I was looking for a double calendar. And what we also need to know or notice is that the core pricing skew is very low. So there is no real bullish sentiment in terms of core pricing skew in Amazon. And before the earnings, I would like to close down the trade. Implied volatility has been rising in the last 5 days because of the earnings. And I would expect a range-bound kind of action. And this is why I opened up a calendar spread, a double calendar spread, where the ratios differ. So I opened the 250 on the upside here 5 times the ratio, and there's a 2 on the 225 because 225 is the current put support on the downside. So I wanted to kind of ratioed it a little bit because I would like to have positive data in the trade. This is the current price of Amazon and the current Greeks and the current everything. So what I would like to see here is staying the implied volatility elevated and the market make a range-bound move until the earnings. So this is how I built up the position, and here I'm going to show you the fills from my trader account. This is the first one, and this is the second one. This was filled for 0.55, and this was filled for 0.41. These are the put spread, and these are the call spreads. On the upside, it's downside. It's not a real hedge because if the market is tanking, I will lose both the debits. But this is kind of a balancing hedge. So if the market is gyrating around here, it can make money. And I also have chosen the February 13 because that was the best risk to reward in terms of profit loss. And there's also one thing to mention is that I chose the February 13 expiration, this line in here. I chose this expiration, so I will have ample time to adjust the position, but before earnings, I would like to close it down. So let's see how it goes. I will continue from here. The 20th of January, 5 days ago, I opened this position. I flagged it, this candle here, that was the opening candle. And looking around on the GEX profile, we can see that the put support did not change, but the core resistance became 250 again. And right now what you can see on the daily chart is that there was a nice gap down because of this Greenland geopolitical tension that realized on the weekend. So that's why the whole market is gapping down. And what we can see on the Amazon chart is that we are above the HVR line. So it's still in positive GEX territory, but I wanted to adjust the position accordingly. So what I did is, if you look at my original position, you see there was a higher number of core calendars on the upside and a lower number put calendars on the downside. And I adjusted in a way that I wanted to lower the delta. This was the original delta. And I scaled out 2/5 of the 250 core calendars for 50. So it's like a little loss on the downside because the market has been falling since then. So I sold 2 of the 5 core calendars for 50. And here is the screenshot of the figure from the trader account. So there is only 3 calendars on the upside and 2 calendars on the downside. This black line is just a separator, just a placeholder to make it easier to see the original positions and the adjustments below this black line in here. So this is how I adjusted it, because I don't want to be as higher delta as before. I'm not sure what the market will do, because there is another event risk tomorrow in Davos where Trump and others will talk about the Greenland situation. So if HVR holds the line, then probably we can jump back and forth around this area, and then the double calendar can make money. But if the market turns down, then I have to scale out from this and maybe buy a hedge on the downside. We will see. Right now I'm still in a wait and see mode in this trade. But you also can see that this is underwater a little bit, around 25 bucks in a loss. And right now the market is 233. So this is the current state of the position. I will continue from here. It's still Tuesday, and as you can tell from the daily chart, the HVR did not stop Amazon from falling. It kept going further down, and we are in a negative gamma environment right now. So for protection purposes, I had to adjust this position further down. This was the original that I did a couple of hours ago. And this vertical roll is closing 1/2 of the 225 put calendars and rolling it down to 210 for a $5 credit. That's why I am widening the probability range of this double calendar. And here's a screenshot of my field. 005 was given as a credit for this roll. Thinkorswim says it's a vertical roll, but it's simply a calendar roll, because I'm rolling this expiration, and I'm also rolling the strikes. So in a way, I wanted to have positive delta still, but wider break-even range. And volatility has been rising, obviously. If volatility is falling back down because the market is bouncing back, then this whole thing will collapse a little bit and will sink further to the 0 line. This is how calendar spreads and time spreads usually react to implied volatility falling. So this was another adjustment today. I will continue from here. It's the 29th of January, and as you can see on the price chart, there was a nice rejection around 245 area. Actually, 250 was the previous core resistance. The market bounced back from this double top. And right now I marked this candle as the opening candle. As you can see, the current price is around the level where I opened the whole position. And we are just approaching the HVL line right here. And the put support stayed the same. So that's why I needed to scale out from the position a little bit more. Here is the current position, and the core calendars became a little bit out of the money with the 250 strike. So I wanted to scale another part out, one from the previous position, for 68 bucks. It was filled, and here you can see the screenshot of the fill from my trader account. So I trimmed down even more the core calendar part. Remember, I started with 5 and 2 on the downside. Then the 2 on the downside was rolled down. But you can see that previously I executed 2 and now 1. So there are only 2 calendars right now on the call side and 1 calendars on the put side here. And right now the market is around here. This is the current market price, and the unrealized PNL is around 50 or 60 bucks in a positive state. And if the market is hovering around this area below the HVL and below the 245 core resistance and above these levels, then it can make money. And the whole market is sinking right now because I can see a VIX rise of 16%, and Microsoft did a very bad earnings, and Microsoft is down 11%, and it's dragging down the whole market with itself. So that's why I felt important and useful to scale another part of the position and still keeping the put calendars, because they are making money on the downside if the move is not very violent but controlled, and the price can increase for the calendar spreads. So this is how the position currently is. I will continue from here. It's the 2nd of February, and right now what we can see is there is a nice rally in Amazon, but there is a small rejection around this area today because this was the high today. And right now there is a 250 core resistance. We are above HVR, which is a positive GEX zone. And what I did with the position is to scale out or close this part of the position, the 210, because I thought that this part of the position, I don't need it anymore. And I became negative delta, and by closing it out, I could get back to flat or a little positive delta. And I think this one might be a more suitable, more potential calendar spread combination for the coming days. I still have plenty days to expiration, 11 days, because this is Monday and next Friday will be the expiration. So I thought that I don't need this 210 anymore. We will see if I'm right or not. And here is the screenshot of the fill. And as you can see, the current price is just a little bit above where I opened the whole thing. So we are here. So I will continue from here. It's Tuesday, and as you can see on the daily chart, this is a very big red engulfing candle for the previous daily candle. And yesterday I was pretty sure that HVR will make the price bounce, and that's why I sold the other put calendars. Right now we are below HVR, again negative GEX. So I decided to close the half of the core calendars for 250. And this is how currently it looks like, and I sold it for 70. Remember, I bought the original for 55, so it's not a big profit. But I sold another portion, and right now the ratio is the same. There is only one more put calendar and one more core calendar. And the earnings is coming up in 2 days, so that's why I need to watch this position and see how much data I can still harvest. And here's the fill, screenshot of the fill 070. And if I did not close this 210 put for 28, it would be 36.37 or something like that. But yesterday I sold it. What if I did not? Let's say how it would look. This would be the current position, but yesterday I thought that HVR will make a bounce, and it might actually. So we will see, because the candle is above or around the HVR level, and this can act as a resistance here. The overall market is also a little bit bearish. There is a 7% VIX increase, so there is a little bearishness. We will see if this level holds, but the whole position is in a profitable state. There is a pretty wide break even until expiration, which is next Friday, so I'm not worried about the position. And probably I will close it down before the earnings announcement. So this is how the position is right now. I will continue from here. It's the 5th of February, Thursday. And right now what we can see on the daily chart is that last time I thought that the market might bounce back from this area. And this was exactly where the HVL line was. Today, the HVL is 225 because the whole thing gapped down. And yesterday the market went also down. So right now what we can see is that implied volatility has been rising steadily. IVR higher, IVX higher. And the change is also higher since my last recording. So right now there's a small panic in the price of Amazon. But what else you can see is that we are below the HVL and right now sitting on the 200-day moving average. And tonight, after market, there will be an earnings announcement. And that's why I decided to get rid of the position. And this is how it looks right now, around $20 in profit. And I could close both calendars for credit, obviously, 60 and 45. And here you see the final state of the position, which shows a $19. I know it's pretty lame, but compared to the fact that there was a pretty high volatility after I opened the position and right now a gap down, this is not as bad as it seems at first. And here I will show you the screenshot of the fill, 60 and 45. And let's see what would have happened if I did not adjust the position. If I did not adjust the position at all, it would be a losing position. If I only saw this one, still losing position with the vertical or still losing, this one already in a profitable state, this one, and right now we are here, and these were the two latest adjustments that I did today. I closed the profit out. And these were the two most recent fills that got rid of the position. So why did I decide to close down the position? It's because I only have around a week until expiration, because it's the 13th of February. And if the market decides to break down from these levels, I probably cannot easily adjust this position and I will make a loss in here. If the market shoots up from here and stabilizes around this area, that would have been nice. But since this is an earning and a binary event, I don't know what will happen. So that's why I decided it's a more prudent way to just close out the position. So this is how the thing went. And I hope you gained some insight, ideas, and tips and tricks on how to manage options positions and how to analyze the GEX and stuff like that. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you for your attention. Take care. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you haven't yet, please subscribe and check out our other videos. You can always find us at the links in the description. Trade safe out there.